The P Market is the best place to buy retro games in Ontario, located at 2079 Carp Road in Stittsville and 109 North Front Street in Belleville. Hi and welcome to Project Extreme Review. Today I'd like to review Metroid Another M for the Nintendo Wii. Now I understand that it was highly criticized for many things. Now I won't class this as one of the best Metroid games, but it is still a good game. I mean, it has some really high points and the low points are very low. So, you know, the game is cheap, and if you've never picked it up before, you know, maybe this is a good chance for you to at least give it a chance, because you could pick this game up brand new for like $10. But why don't we go check out the review and see for yourself. Metroid Another M was released in 2010, and the really cool thing about this is that Team Ninja did this game and it was published by Nintendo. So why I say that Team Ninja, it's a cool thing that they did this game, it's because, you know, they really brought their expertise in the CG department, and I mean, it really shows with this game. So I'm going to start talking about its high points. So the controls are quite unique for this game. You take the Wiimote and you put it sideways and you play with the D-pad, and you use 1 and 2 to jump and shoot. And if you put the controller back forward, you'll go into this first person view, and then you can't move, but you can move the camera 360 degrees to find out, you know, about secrets and stuff like that. And you can find weak points on enemies while you're doing that. The first person mechanic works well, but it is frustrating, especially during boss battles, because you can't move. So when they're shooting stuff at you, you can't dodge or anything, so you have no choice but to take the punishment. Now, one great thing I really also enjoy about this game, it's the way that they did the camera. I find that the camera is very inventive, because you know, you're still gonna get stuck in some spots with the views. I mean, cameras are never perfect, but it's the way that the game always give you different views, you know, top down. They'll get side views. It's just really cool how they got the camera working. Now on the graphics side, I mean, it is pretty low res. It's still a good looking game. But what really sold this game to me is the fact that the CGI in this game are some of the best you'll find on the Wii. There's a lot of cutscenes, and there's a lot of CGI, and a lot of voiceovers. So I would say that these are the strong points in this game. And now for the low points for this game. I mean, the story is really bad. You won't understand a damn thing of what the hell's going on, because this is a sequel to Metroid 3 for the Super Nintendo. So at the beginning you get this crazy ass cutscenes from the end of Metroid 3 where Samus is fighting Mother Brain. And then you're kind of going, wow, man, this is going to be one hell of a ride. But you notice that the game and the story just drags, and there's nothing really interesting that goes on. But they are well made. And Samus just, you know, she only sounds like she's a massive drama queen. Now also the other thing is that this game is extremely linear. There's not much exploration to be done. And I mean, you still do get like the classic hook beam and the screw attack and your ice beam and your power bombs, but the exploration in this game really, and which they're really easy to find, is that it's your number of missiles you can carry and E-tanks. That's the only reason why you want to explore, because there's nothing else to do, because like I said, this game is extremely linear. Because, you know, when you play Metroid Prime or some of them on the Game Boy, you got much more freedom to explore and find secret rooms and stuff like that, but this game just doesn't give you these options. Like I said, you go to point A to point B, watch a cutscene, and then it tells you where to go next. So it's pretty a short game. It's just a shame because they had some extremely good idea for this game, and it is good, but it could have been much more than just that. And I also forget to mention in the good stuff is that also this is the first time that Samus can actually melee an enemy. And I mean, some of the enemies and the way you execute them, it's actually pretty neat. My verdict really for this game is that, especially that the fact you could pick it up really, really cheap, I still suggest that you pick it up and give it a good run. It is a good game, but don't expect anything revolutionary for this Metroid game. The good stuff for this game is that it's got great production. From the crazy CGI that they've made, you can tell they work extremely hard on them, and that the camera angles are extremely inventive. So it's quite unique in its own way, and it's really cool that it's back to a third-person view. Well, for the bad stuff for this game, like I was saying, it is a very linear and short game because you always know where you have to go next. Don't get me wrong, the Prime series does the same thing, but this game, when you're going to your next objective, there's not much exploration to do, so that makes it very linear and short because you can't really explore. Like I said also, the story is very bad. It makes no sense at all. Now the first person, works well. It's just like I said, when you're going against boss, it can get frustrating. And yes, listening to Samus for, this campaign, she's such a drama queen, it's gonna drive you nuts. So there you go, that's my review for Metroid Another M on the Nintendo Wii. Now, I was extremely hyped when I saw the E3 trailer in 2010. And I went out and I bought a Wii just to play this game. Now, I was a tad disappointed because I went, whoa, where's the rest of the game? But, really you got nothing to lose because this game is very, very cheap and very easy to find. So, I mean, you should still give this game a shot. Maybe you'll go, yeah, it wasn't that bad after all. But I mean, if you have the option, go with the Prime series because they're way better than this game. So I hope you enjoyed this review and thank you for watching.